We are now live, guys. Episode, I believe this is eight or nine. We told you all week we're going to get straight to it. We're trimming fat every week. We've already went over some picks last week. I mean, on Monday was it? Yeah, Monday we went over some picks. We'll briefly touch on those at the end of the show. We're going to get straight to it. We're going to talk about the game that's on right now. So the website where we get our information from, Team Ranking, says that App State is one of the worst defenses in the country. They get an average of 25.5 points scored on them in the first quarter. If anybody is watching this, go check out what the score is currently, right now. It is 28-0. So, so Josh, when I was looking at that, I was like, you know what? App State's my baseline. If you're next to App State, because I'm watching it in real time, your defense can't stop anybody. And Josh, I know we go back and forth like what's worse? You not being able to stop the run or you not being able to stop the pass. And Dan Mullen just said, he was like, not being able to stop the run is absolutely horrible. It just sets up everything. So I think South Alabama is averaging like 14 yards a carry on App.
Bro, they do that to everybody. You need to take note. They're the new James Madison.
So they got some losses, but they were to good teams. So I think that's going to help us with our betting information. I wrote down some teams that we had talked about, and I had narrowed them down. So we kind of discussed this team last show. Ole Miss, Georgia Southern. The spread is minus 35.5. So I'm just going to read you off some stats. Georgia Southern is giving up 14 points a game in the first quarter. Okay? Their total defense, yards per game, they are number 129 out of 134, and they play Ole Miss. They're giving up 14 points a game in the first quarter. So we already know Ole Miss will probably get off to another hot start. For the total game, they give up 574 yards of total defense. And their rushing defense per game, 299 yards on the ground they're giving up. And they're playing Ole Miss, which hasn't allowed a single touchdown this year. And just for the icing on the cake. So that's like one of my favorite plays. Offense per quarter. Offense per quarter. Mississippi, 18.5 points a game in the first quarter. So I'm checking that off the box. It's gotta happen. That should be belt to ass at 7:45 or whatever time the game starts. 7:45, that game should be belt to ass. Like, take Ole Miss. I like the spread 35. I think they'll beat them by 35. Like,
I do too.
The only way they don't beat them by 35 is they just feel like they don't feel like doing it anymore. Like, they just don't feel like it, which I don't see the case. But Ole Miss, Georgia Southern, with the teaser that takes you about anywhere between 28 to 30 points, depending on where you get
beautiful.
it. 30 ball. Next up, USC Akron, Josh. Gamecocks.
We're on to South Carolina. They can run the football.
Bro, I've seen them run the football against LSU. And that's another reason why I'm not really high on LSU this week. They probably will beat UCLA. But Jesus Christ, bro. I don't know if South Carolina's that good. I watched that game, and I was like, holy smokes, bro. They are running the football. That Rocket Sanders and that quarterback with the read option, they are running the football. So,
I think South Carolina probably got a top 10 defense in the country.
Bro, that defensive end, if they don't got top 10, that defensive end is damn sure top 10.
He's a top 5 pick. But I mean, what he's able to do, that you can't really do much against him. You can't be taking those 5-7 drop backs. You
No,
can't.
no.
Yeah, you got it. Got to be quick and it got to be open because if your quarterback take that second pass, Dylan Stewart is getting home.
Josh, I've watched it live.
He
I
gets
watched it
home,
against.
bro.
I watched it against two starting NFL top 15
Yeah.
tackles that are getting drafted this year. He was abusing our tackles. The spread with the spread is 28.5, I believe.
27.5 on FanDuel.
You get 27.5 with the teaser that brings you down to 21 points. I love that.
My cousin might get to play this weekend.
I love that. I love that pick. So let me read you off something, Josh. So this week, guys, we're attacking teams that are just bad. They can't stop nobody, and you can't score. Because I don't feel like tussling. I feel like as soon as I click that button, that ESPN button, when I turn the game, I expect to see 14-0. Okay, next. That's what I want to do. Next game, I don't want to be looking at this game like, what are we doing over here? What are we doing? Tussling, no. Okay, Josh. Akron. Let's see where they are at. Akron, they're giving a touchdown. They're giving a touchdown in the first quarter pretty much every single game. So the second quarter, they're giving up 12 points a game. So that's 17 right there. That's at least 17 off the bat.
So we're halfway covered.
We're halfway there. Low, I'm up. I don't know about everybody else because a lot of people don't pay attention and they like to do other shit. Low just asks us how much money are we up. I know, Josh, you hit a $500 ticket last week. The week before, I hit a $300 ticket. We had a lot of player props and individual tickets to hit, but the people that are listening are winning. The people that sprinkle our picks in and add their own. I had to tell my barber. I said, bro, you're not listening. Stop putting your own picks. I told you to pick two teams.
They be wanting to do lotto tickets, bro. Just put 50 on it, bro. It's okay. Put 50 on it, and you'll get a better turnout than putting 10 and 5 on it. Just go ahead and get FanDuel. Matter of fact, we need to talk to FanDuel. We need our own promo code. I need my own boost.
If you listen, stop trying to put 39 legs together,
bro. If
last
you send
week,
me a ticket with more than 8 legs, I'm not even paying attention, bro. To be honest with you.
Facts. And then last week was just, that was Florida State. That was diabolical. To lose at home, Florida State is
Florida
ridiculous.
too.
Florida too.
And we got Florida 10 points. Like, we gave Billy 10 points, bro. I can't get over that. At home.
For Josh, I looked it up. The numbers have been updated on Team Rank, and it says against Florida, they can't stop nobody. They can't stop anybody.
That true freshman had a field day on there.
A
redshirt freshman.
So, USC versus Akron. Akron is probably one of the worst teams in the country, and they can't stop the run, and that's what USC does well. I know the spread is high, but I really, really like that. I don't know about you, Josh, but I love that.
I want them both. I want the teaser. I want teaser, and I'm
a me too. Me too. Well, all right.
But Akron is liable to not score this weekend.
All right, next one. Okay, so I want to get your thoughts on this, Josh. They are giving up. Okay, so I'm gonna read off some stats. They're giving up an average of 25.5 points in the first quarter. Okay, I'm not even going to say the team yet. Okay, and let's see, total defense, opponents' yards per game. They are giving up 648 yards of total defense. So 648 yards. And let's see. What else I have? And they are only averaging. This is the last one I wanted to give you. So where I got it right here. they are only averaging 1 touchdown a game. Would you take a top 10 team to cover a 49.5 point spread against them? Or a 42.5 point spread against them?
Is this Texas versus UL Monroe?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. I just had to see because if it was, it depends on how that top 10 team scores. Are they a top 10 scoring team?
Well, the team is Penn State. Penn State plays Kent State.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not doing this. We are not doing this. Absolutely not.
Oh my God. So hold on, Josh. So I was trying to do the same thing. I put it on my notes just because the numbers say, but I was like, fuck no. I was like, I need somebody. I said I need someone to walk me into this. So the only thing that I can say is Notre Dame did this last week, Josh, right?
They did.
And they came out and beat the shit out of Purdue. Do you think this is a situation where Penn State does the same thing to Kent State?
Give me one moment. Because Kent State, Kent State just lost to Tennessee 71-0, bro.
0.
They lost to Pitt 55-24. Pitt's not even that good. And Pitt beat them by 31. And see, this is my issue. We're going to ask James Franklin to go win this game by 50, and he's going to go win it by 40, and I'm going to be pissed off.
So, okay. So we'll leave it.
Yeah, I'm not messing with this. I'm not messing with this.
Okay. So, guys, I tried. Because me personally I kept scrolling by it every day. I was like, bro, I cannot pick this 42.5 spread on Penn State and they go out there and win by 38, 39, 41. They just capable of doing some dumb shit like that. Like for them, if I'm taking Penn State, James Franklin needs to tell me he's scoring 28 in the first quarter.
They'll go out there and win. You'll get them at 49.5, and they'll win by 49.
49. And if you take with the teaser at 42, they'll go out there and win by 41. So
I'm not even messing with that, bro.
All right, for safety purposes, we will strike Penn State off the belt to ass ticket. All right. The next up, we're going to bring Jalen in. There he go with that fucking camera. God damn it, turned all the way up to portrait mode. Now we got a. Oh Lord, have mercy. Y'all, excuse his behavior.
He done got a fresh cut, boy. That boy moving different. He done got a lineup.
The boy with his 520. Oh my God, look at this guy. Listen, y'all don't take no pics from him.
Well, Jalen been on it though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he was.
It was on with the Florida. He told us not to mess with.
Florida State.
Jalen said,
nope.
They are what we thought they were.
They're exactly what they said.
Man.
Man.
I'm staying away from that. They finna whoop somebody ass this weekend. Watch.
Cal?
No, the fuck, they're not. They're not beating Cal.
They're not beating Cal.
Bro,
yeah.
I was up with Murph last night watching the condensed game of the Florida State game, and I was like, just watch this game. This is nasty football.
This is gross, bro.
We got drop punts. We got flags.
We got drop balls on the second play of the game.
Second play of the game.
You weren't even
I knew my money was gone then. I said, well, I could turn this fucking game off. I see what type of game it is. Them in Florida is diabolical.
They're about to get their ass kicked this week.
No, sir. If they lose to Mississippi State,
bro. Mississippi State just got beat by Toledo last weekend.
41.
And then they got beat. And they got beat by another.
I'm thinking right now, Toledo isn't bad.
No, I don't give a shit.
No. You know they trying to keep that game under wraps. I look for the highlights. You can't even find the highlights on YouTube. Boy. they didn't scratch. They didn't scratch.
They supposed to be SEC. All right, kid.
All right. Here you go with his. All right. So moving along, and the guys that are watching, we're gonna condense these picks towards the end and get our favorite six. Me and Josh kind of pretty much had like a favorite 6 or 5 on Monday. We're going to compare our favorite 6 from today, and then we're going to make one ticket. We'll make 2. You can mix and match. So moving along, Ohio State versus Marshall. The spread is minus 39.5. Now, just off the strength, Ohio State is just too much. Like, this is one of those games where you look at the stats, like, okay, Marshall's got a solid defense. Marshall's got this. Marshall's got that. But let's be real. Can they keep up with Ohio State for 4 quarters?
No.
Marshall stinks.
So, Marshall stinks.
And I'm normally high on Marshall, but I've been shown that as a liar. They're not good this year.
Ohio State is averaging 6.5 touchdowns a game.
Hold on, Chip. Go on Prize Picks. Where's Jeremiah Smith at?
They haven't put him up there. They didn't put him up there yet. I bet. So let me go. So let me ask Jalen this. Me and Josh kind of already kind of figured out. What do you feel is worse when you're looking at that? If you can't stop the pass or you can't stop the run, what do you think is worse?
Not being able to stop the run.
Did we all agree? Your ass can't stop the run. You're in for a long game because that just sets
up everything else. Like, it's so easy to hand the ball off. Like, at least with a pass, dude got to make a decision, right?
Yeah.
You got to make a decision, but with it's too easy for me to.
O-line got to block. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot that goes into a passing play working.
Well, running play, you tell the O-line to fall forward and running back pick up 2 or 3 yards. And if we average in 6 or 7, like,
so I can see how someone can say stop the pass in certain scenarios, but I'm watching a team on my screen up here on the TV that can't stop the run, and they can't get off the field. The other team is barely even passing, and when they do pass, it's a bigger play because they're just getting sucked in on the play action. You not being able to stop the run is so demoralizing. So, guys, when we're betting now, I'm going to start focusing on more teams. If you're just bad against the run, I mean, shit, you can't stop anybody if you can't.
You're susceptible to anything.
So I'm going to go to rushing defense and just read off of these numbers. Okay, now some of them are a little inflated. Purdue giving up 362 rushing yards a game. We saw Notre Dame beat the draws off of them, and what did they do? Run the football. Kent State. Now, guys, I just said Penn State spread against them is 49.5. They're giving up 323 yards of rushing a game. Georgia Southern, which we like, they play Ole Miss, belt to ass. They're giving up 299 yards a game. Mississippi State, they play Florida. They're giving up 257. New Mexico's playing Fresno.
That Florida
236.
They playing Fresno?
Yes.
Hey, Fresno, that's my team right there.
Charlotte is playing Indiana. They're giving up 231 yards, and I watched it. We can't stop the run. Florida, guess where Florida's at? The bottom 20. Guess what their record is? 1-2.
So Mississippi State down there. That's disgusting football this weekend.
Ole Miss is. Marshall is 109. They're giving up 208 yards. Okay, so. And if you want to get a little bit more specific, so these are the teams I'm trying to pick on. So Old Dominion is giving, oh my goodness, per opponents rushing attempts per game. Mississippi State, people are running the ball against them 51 times a game. Jesus Christ. Marshall, 51 times. Baylor, 46.5. They play Colorado. Keep that in mind. Purdue, 44 times a game. Notre Dame just put belt to ass. Kent State, 43.5. They play Penn State that likes to run the football. Charlotte plays Indiana, 42.5. These are all teams that are playing Power 5 teams that I expect to be getting belt to ass. And then the last one I'll read off for everybody is rushing yards per attempt. Purdue, 8.2. Ball State just played Miami, 7.8. Georgia Southern, again, you hear me keep saying it, Georgia Southern play Ole Miss, so that's one of my favorite picks. They're giving up 7.8. Kent State, again, they're playing Penn State. I keep bringing them up. 7 yards, 4 yards a carry. New Mexico, they play Fresno, 7.2 yards a carry. Who else? And that's pretty much Miami, Ohio. They play Notre Dame. That's pretty much App State. They're losing 28-0, I believe. They're giving up 5.5 yards a carry, and I'm watching it on TV. Charlotte plays Indiana. They're giving up 5.5 yards a carry. Florida is 1-2. They're giving up 5.2 yards a carry. So you see the Mississippi. They're playing Florida. They're giving up 5.0 yards a carry. Colorado State giving up 5 yards a carry. Deion ran for 128 on you. So y'all get my drift.
If Deion run for 100 on you, you need to reevaluate some things.
So with that being said, okay, so Ohio State versus Clemson. Ohio State versus Marshall. Are they covering that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So
not even, yeah.
So I'm gonna pull up the teaser, and I'm gonna run through them. So, starting with, we'll go from top to bottom. Since I just ran on starting, you give me a yay, a nay. Penn State over Kent State, 42 points, or Kent State plus 56, or leave it alone. Yay, nay, leave it alone.
That's a lot of points, man.
After it's a lot of points, but after hearing Kent State's name over and over again, they have to beat them by 42 points. They have to, bro.
You have to.
I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not gonna put it everywhere, but I'll put it on a ticket.
It's a yay for me.
Even if you play that solo.
42. So Jalen says nay is nay for you. So we won't put that on the official ticket. Josh says yay. Won't put that on the ticket. That's 2-1. Moving along. Ohio State minus 33 or Marshall plus 47 or leave it alone.
Ohio State.
Ohio State, I agree. So that's 1. Minus 33. Okay. Moving along. South Carolina minus 20.5 or Akron plus 34.5 or leave it alone.
South Carolina.
Now Akron is giving up 5.9 yards a carry. Now you see what South Carolina did to LSU.
They're coming to run the ball 50 times in this game.
50 times.
See, yeah, but South Carolina is they're going to struggle with if they start Robbie Ashford, they're going to struggle.
Yeah, they can't throw. That's about the backup one. Yeah, because that's why we won. They couldn't throw.
Yeah,
that was. I'm glad you put. That was the only reason I was a little bit. But bro, that run game is so potent, bro.
Yeah, as long as Sanders is healthy and with the starter down, they're gonna be feeding them. They're gonna be feeding them.
So, is that a yay for you, Jalen, or is that a nay, or leave it alone?
I'll take it. I'll take the points.
Me too. Charlotte minus 22 or Indiana minus 22, Charlotte plus 36 or leave it alone.
Indiana, that shit's easy.
Yeah, I know, but yeah. What does Indiana do well? Do they run the ball well?
They just everything. They just play ball. They can. I watch both of their games. They got a lot of
James Madison coach and quarterback.
Yeah.
They got the old James Madison coach and quarterback, right?
Yep. Okay. Moving along. So here's a one I can't really get a read on, but the numbers are saying Carolina in a close one, and the numbers are also saying James Madison with the points. So James Madison plus 17.5, North Carolina minus 3.5.
How good is James
Or leave it
Madison?
alone.
I don't think they're not as good as they were last year, but they
Not
still
at all. They're still solid. And so here's my thoughts on the game. I watched Carolina beat Charlotte by 18. JMU cream Charlotte. I watched
with the backup quarterback.
I watched JMU struggle against Gardner Webb and win 13-7. I watched Charlotte struggle with Gardner Webb. Charlotte struggle against Gardner Webb and win. So I'm a little conflicted with this game.
So
It's like
you got two.
I like
Like,
Carolina minus 3.5.
Is North Carolina that bad, or are these mid-major teams that good? I'm leaning towards these mid-major teams being that good because week in and week out, somebody's getting their ass whooped by somebody from the MAC, somebody from the CUSA, or somebody from the Mountain West Conference. Somebody getting their ass whooped every week. It's been an upset every week, and that's
They catch
unheard
somebody
of.
lacking every week.
It's week 4. We should be done with upsets. We get into conference play and people still get their ass whooped.
so
What you get James Madison at plus what?
17.5.
I take him with the points, man.
Me too.
I'm
See,
taking
Josh, I know
points, man.
you said 3.5. Yo, I don't like that 3.5 because that means you got to win by 4, 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah.
I think Carolina
And
going
the
to win by
only thing
3.
you do well is run the football. So, like, at best, you'll go out there and win this game by 3 and be content. So, I'll take the plus 17.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, me too. We'll take plus 17 on that. Moving
And you got to think about James Madison's going to get up and play this game.
Yeah, they
They
will.
are.
They haven't
gonna
won
keep-
any of the games that they wanted to get an upset in yet.
All right, next one. Louisville minus 3.5 or Georgia Tech plus 17.5.
Ooh, I'm watching this one this weekend.
Georgia Tech plus 17.5. Georgia
Josh
Tech money line.
Oh my God. I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know about that. Jalen, I'm with you on that. I don't think so.
Hey guys, I told you.
No,
I was with Georgia Tech when they won in Florida State.
I can't do it.
And then I was against them when they lost to Syracuse. Now it's time to get back on. It's time to get back on the Greyhound in Atlanta.
We all can't agree on this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm taking somebody, I mean, I don't mind Georgia Tech 17.5, but I would prefer to take Louisville to win the game. Again, at 3.5, it pisses me off.
What time is this game at?
3:30. It's in
3:30.
Louisville.
I'd feel much better as a Louisville fan if this game was at 7:00.
Me too. But
we'll talk Saturday morning.
But the thing about this game is, bro, Louisville plays Notre Dame next week. They gotta win this game if they want to keep their.
They gotta win this game. They gotta win this game for next week to mean something.
Means something, and Notre Dame is probably rooting for them too. They need them to win this because
they need them to win this game.
It sounds like they looking over the Rambling Rat. It seems like they sleeping on Haynes King. Shit,
man.
Man, I think
Shit.
I think
I can already see Saturday already. I'm gonna be in the chat acting up.
My,
Georgia Tech 14-3.
no sir. Well,
man, he say that shit, man, and watch the motherfucker.
Louisville go out there and put that belt to that.
Watch they go out there and put belt to ass, man.
All right, they better.
So
what's his name?
we won't put that on.
He showed me shit.
We won't put that on the official ticket. We'll let the chat play with that. Y'all play with that. NC State plus 26, Clemson minus 12. Bro, NC State is so bad this year and banged up.
They are
Minus 12.
They are bad.
And bad. And the only thing is that they do play Clemson tough, but I just think they are too banged up. They are like if you take away that Georgia game, we're talking this spread might be 21 with the teaser.
Exactly.
So if you take away that Georgia game, that Clemson looked like shit. and all their numbers are fluffed up and giving up a lot of rushing yards because they played Georgia. Now this is NC State. I watched NC State go out there and get rinsed by Tennessee. They couldn't do you stop that concession.
Tennessee is the SEC has a lot of teams that are going to give Alabama and Georgia issues. Like I feel like Tennessee is one of those good teams.
Oh no, Tennessee for sure. They're going to beat Oklahoma. They're going to beat Oklahoma on Saturday too.
Yeah, I feel like Texas is a good team. We already know that. We feel like Ole Miss is one of those teams, a playoff team. Like it's like Tennessee, like those teams are that good. And NC State is a bad team, but I do not think Clemson is as good as Tennessee.
I don't think so either.
Nah, no.
They can't score like that.
Clemson went and put some belt to ass this past weekend.
They did it to App State, but look what happened to App State. Did they just beat up a bad App State team?
Man, come on, man. You can't beat them Jaguars. And that's my school. Like I love South Alabama, but we not good.
Y'all putting points up.
I don't know, Jay. I had to disagree about that. If you could score 87, I don't care.
If you can score 87 points,
I don't care who you're playing. You have to be. I don't care, bro. This at some point, your balls got to drop, bro. Like,
but just the execution,
letting the team,
points?
87 points, bro. So what do we? Just for the chat, they didn't hear us. So what are we doing with Clemson? Are we everybody's on board with -12 or leave it alone or NC State plus 26?
I'm living with that -12.
Yeah, minus 12 is a safer bet.
Me too. I like -12. I really do.
This is a rivalry game, correct?
Yeah.
On one side, I don't feel like Clemson feels that way.
Yeah. Facts. It's in Clemson. So I tell you what. We'll put it down. We'll put it down, and then after we get them all together,
I'm not picking against Clemson until December the 7th.
Yep, and I can if Clemson scores first, this shit's over. Over. If they go down there and get 7, shit's over. If they go down there,
I'll be a little bit worried. But if they go get 7 early, this thing is over.
If they kick a field goal and they move the ball down there relatively easy, I won't be worried. Because then I know they're going to get it together. And NC State don't get Concepcion in that game going early.
And you're starting, and I like the kid. You start a true freshman, in Death Valley and down there. So,
moving along,
NC State,
Miami, South Florida. Miami -10. I love it at -10. This is a game for me. I want to hear from y'all. -10 or South Florida plus 24.
That's it. -10.
That's it, bro.
I've been trying to figure it out. I don't want to get Vanderbilt. They're not going to lose, but I just don't see why this spread is so. I feel like it's disrespectful to Miami to only be favored.
It is,
17
and that's exactly how we're taking it. I need it
because what's the original line? What 17?
17.
You got to think they played Alabama tough at home. They played Alabama tough into that last fourth quarter. So Vegas is giving USF.
I think it's a mistake. You know why? Because I watched that USF game.
That quarterback is
he's terrible.
He can't throw the ball.
He can't throw it. But here's the thing. I think this spread is not fluffed up because when they play Alabama, that was a matchup schematically. They matched up well for what Alabama did.
Which is a running quarterback.
They were missing their 2 tackles.
Yeah.
And Alabama is not this year, they're not really a run the ball team. They're an explosive deep ball team. Spread incompetent with the board. And USF, they are Florida. They do have the athletes to run with them. And what they do on defense is blitz and play man-to-man coverage. So what they were doing was blitzing man row, and they were attacking those tackles. So those deep plays were not open. And those tackles, guess how many hold calls for touchdowns they brought back? 4. Now, on the devil's advocate watching the game, the USF quarterback was absolutely terrible. It should have been 28-14 in the first half.
If they had a better
A
quarterback,
quarterback could throw the ball.
They may have been up.
They might have been up. I will say
that's
that.
A different game.
But that's why I like the spread, because that's not going to happen to
They're not scoring 14 points in this game.
I don't think so. Not the way they play. They're not getting those deep balls over Miami's head. They got too much talent in the secondary. So we all like Miami. There's no need to talk about that.
There's no need to even talk about that.
Okay, so Miami.
The thing about Miami, man, is like they have been handling business. Granted, they've only played Florida A&M.
No, but it got to look a certain way.
Like they have been handling business. I think
handling business.
I think they playing with a chip on their shoulder, and I really like for the majority of the season until maybe the Florida State game, because it is a rivalry game. Depending on what they do,
they put belt ass on them too.
That's what I'm saying. That Louisville is probably their next tough opponent. Like I wouldn't go against Miami.
Mike Norvell hung 50 on Mario the last 2 years.
They got an undefeated season until they meet Clemson in the ACC.
That's what I said. Okay, so moving along. Iowa, Minnesota under 42.5.
Yes.
Yes. Score gonna be like 11-7.
Well, no, they put up some points on Troy.
They did.
They put when they scored 30 or they scored 38 on Troy.
Okay. Fresno State, Josh, -6, or New Mexico +20, or leave it alone.
Taking it every time, bro. Until Fresno State lets us down, shit, I'm rocking.
Me too. Okay.
I'm riding till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, they ain't missed.
Georgia Southern +43, or Ole Miss -29.
-29. Heard Georgia Southern's name way too many times on this show.
Okay, so we've already went over this game, but I'm gonna read you some stats. Okay, so I'm not gonna say the teams' names. Okay, offense by the quarter. One team is averaging 22 points a game in the first quarter. The other team is averaging 10.3. The team that's averaging 10.3 is at home. Just gonna say that. Okay,
yep,
now I'm
this
gonna
is Tennessee, Oklahoma. Been waiting on it. Been waiting on it.
Defense. Total defense, yards per game. Number 1 is Tennessee. Tennessee's only averaging, allowing 121.5 yards a game. Oklahoma is averaging their top 20, but they're allowing 264 yards per game.
How good is Oklahoma against the run? They probably middle of the pack or top 20.
Hey,
it don't really matter though.
We can skip the dramatic. Like Tennessee was
Because where we get Tennessee at?
Money line.
Oh my God. Yes, bro. I got them winning by 10.
Yeah, me too. I got them winning by like 10-14.
Yeah,
bro. Oklahoma struggled with a bad Houston team.
And they struggled with Tulane.
They didn't pull off until like later in the game.
And you gonna tell me you're gonna get right against Tennessee and Nico?
No. Like Tennessee, like these boys in the SEC playing for that. They want to go to that conference championship. They want that bye.
Yeah.
And they don't think nobody is stopping them.
Okay, moving along. Another one, UNL Monroe plus 51.5, or Texas minus 37.5.
Texas. UNL Monroe been doing way too much talking in the press.
Sure have. I was like, talking about they got guys that played against Arch Manning and they're not scared of him. Don't worry. You don't have to be worried about Arch Manning. All he's doing is throwing the football as everybody else.
Bro,
Arch Manning was throwing to a bunch of guys in high school that are probably in the choir right now.
Yeah, facts.
It was a 5-star quarterback. He's throwing to world-class speed in Isaiah Bond. Like, he has 4 and 5 stars. Like, you don't have to be scared of him. You got 10
And
other
he looked like he
reasons.
was moving. He running that RPO.
Yeah.
Man, they ain't finna put belt to ass. I don't care if you knew him in high school or not. He from Louisiana. You should know
Yeah, facts.
him.
Okay. So we're moving on like that. We're taking Texas. Missouri Vanderbilt. Missouri minus 13 or Vanderbilt plus 27 or leave it alone.
This game. Leave this game alone. Shit.
I'm about to
Yeah,
because Vanderbilt's
me
already screwed us once.
I said the
Leave
same
this
thing.
game alone. Leave the
I'm
game
I'm not
said the
messing with
same.
Vanderbilt.
I said the
Leave the
same
game
thing.
alone.
I would lean Vanderbilt plus 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After what they let Boston College do last week with the backdoor cover.
And Missouri struggled this past weekend. Missouri
Yeah.
They
struggled.
did. Okay. So favorite game of the week. We're getting USC at a pick'em or Michigan plus 13.
Michigan plus 13.
Michigan plus 13.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell people USC is not Texas.
At all.
Like they
At all.
the way Texas goes about their business is not how Lincoln just wants to get there. Lincoln's not there yet.
He's not there yet. He's like 2 or 3 years off of that type of team.
Here's my thing, because I think this is going to be the game where we really get on track and the clip is really going to be good. USC is not Texas. What Texas did to Michigan, not a lot of teams can do. Now,
Maybe
one
3 or 4.
flaw that Michigan has is they don't have really a quarterback that can't score. However, that defense is still there. What Texas did to them is not a knock. Just like we said, this is a prime example of what Georgia did to Clemson. It's Georgia.
It's Georgia, bro.
It's Georgia, bro.
It's Georgia,
What Texas did to Michigan at home, USC is not going to do that. Like, I can see a game where it's a long drive, Michigan, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 2. Michigan, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 1. Hand the ball off, play action, dunk it down. 3rd and 3, quarterback draw. Taking 5 minutes.
Yeah,
we'll get 3. That's okay. USC, 3 and out. USC, they'll get 2 first downs. Punt. Michigan gets the ball. Hand the ball off. 2nd and 5. Hand the ball off. 3rd and 1. Hand the ball off. First down.
Bro, the whole time.
Play action.
Yes, bro. I can see it, bro.
Big pick. Miller Moss is frustrated. Golden Boy, the Beach Boy, the blonde-headed guy. He's confused on what Michigan is doing. What's Michigan's coach name? Black man.
Sherrod. He just got his bag too.
Black man, go out there and get me a dub. I'm taking the money line.
Yeah, I'm taking the money line too.
Listen, guys, if you're going to bet a straight bet or points, don't take Michigan 5.5. They're either going to lose by more than that or they're going to fucking win. That's just what it is. So I love Michigan plus 13. I don't even think you need it. I don't think you need it. You don't need it.
No, I don't think you need it, bro.
So we all love that. UCLA plus 28, 29.5, or LSU minus 15.5. It's an A for me personally because I watched these niggas.
I'm out on betting on LSU until next week. Brian got to show me something, bro.
Yeah,
it's too hard. He's making it too hard. It's not that hard.
Hard, yeah. Y'all can bet. I'm telling y'all, as an LSU fan watching the game, we very well might kick their teeth in. Indiana beat them by 29.
Nah,
I don't see why
y'all kick their teeth in. Y'all should have kicked South Carolina teeth in that second half.
Should have. South Carolina played out their fucking mind.
They did, but with Robbie, you know what a crazy stat is for Robbie Anderson? Guess how many passing he had the second half?
It was something crazy. It was like under 90 yards. I'm talking about the backup. Yeah, I watched it. He couldn't throw the ball.
12 yards, and that game was as close as it was.
because
They
he
were
was running.
one dimensional as it comes. Stack the box. And LSU
telling
could have
you.
beat them by 14 easy. Like LSU is they're worrying me, man, because it's not the LSU I'm used to. Like they are a much better football team than
I
what
blame
they put
Brian.
out. They're much better football.
Supposed to look a certain way.
They're supposed to look a certain. They don't.
They don't. They don't.
So okay, so we're all a nay on those. So if anything, you could take. You know what? I'm not even going.
Did we did you guys already talk about Colorado Baylor?
We're gonna get there. Someone
Okay.
said LSU needed LSU coach needed to come back. LSU old coach to come back.
Yes, sir. Coach O is in Miami. You can call me whenever you want to, Shep.
Hey.
Hey, somebody in the comments said LSU been putting all their money into gymnastics and baseball.
Hey, bro, y'all got that girl that's like the
Yeah.
top 5 NIL.
Yeah, she's behind.
She's making like 3 mil, 4 mil,
she
something
goes
like
with,
that.
She goes with the picture and she goes with the picture from Pittsburgh that went to LSU, the #1 draft pick.
I know you're talking about.
So yeah, man, I would not be comfortable taking LSU. Like they don't allow you to pop a beer open and kick your feet up. Like they very well might win, but it's gonna be like, how did they cover? Like I was stressing all game. How? So we're gonna pass on that. Okay, Notre Dame -21 or Miami, Ohio +34.5 or leave it alone.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Bro. And this is coming from a Notre Dame hater at the bottom of the screen. They gotta look. They gotta win, bro. They have to win certain. They gotta win games like this by 21.
If they lose this game, then my ticket is cooked for the playoffs.
And believe me, nobody hates Notre Dame more than I do. We give them.
Okay.
We do it every year. We give them something every goddamn year. Here you go.
Okay.
Here goes the top. Here goes top 5 ranking when you done lost 4 games last year. Here you go.
Okay. Memphis will just beat Florida State -2.5 or Navy +16.5 or leave it alone.
Coming in high.
The score last year was 24-28 Memphis at Navy. But no, at home, I believe. It's at Navy this time.
I'm going to ride with Memphis, bro. I think they see that they see an undefeated season on the horizon.
They could very well be that at-large team into the 12th.
And that's what I was telling Josh on the phone. I was like, bro, I'm just solely
that Florida State win was huge for them.
I'm solely basing this pick off their odds to make the play. If they lose this game, go ahead and check your season over with. You'll be in a New Year's Six bowl. You will not be in the playoffs. If that's what you're shooting for, then that's what you'll get if you lose to this. The G5 team has to go undefeated. They have to. Yeah.
Unless they got Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay.
And they happen to beat 2 of them.
So we all agree Memphis 2.5.
Yes.
You love it, Josh, or you don't?
I'm with it.
Okay. Moving along. Liberty, ECU. I can't figure this one out. Liberty's only a 5-point favorite.
I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it. Not touching it. These teams are they're too close, too evenly. Like they are.
Bro, this is supposed to be a playoff team.
They match up. They match up well against each other. But from what I've seen on the screen, they match up.
But ECU just lost to App by 2 points, and App is getting crucified on TV.
But Liberty is inconsistent. I mean, what we get Liberty at?
Money line.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to lose. I just don't think this game is going to be like a blowout.
Bro, if they lose this game,
they're not losing. I told you ECU's quarterback was the backup in Miami 2 years ago. He's not good.
It's something fishy going on, bro. Why is this? The spread is only 5. Liberty is supposed to be.
Is somebody?
I don't know.
They got injuries on the O line and the.
Well, I don't know.
Well, there you go, right there. Injuries on the O line, Liberty. I mean, that's your team.
It's not like you have depth there.
Not starting depth. You didn't have a freshman or a sophomore.
But you're only playing ECU. You know what I'm saying? So you might be able to scheme that up.
So,
I don't know, man. You keep losing them trenches. That's so hard. That's the hard thing. Alabama couldn't even overcome it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't really love it. They cooking Frank in the comments. They said that boy looking small. They want to line up with him on an Oklahoma drill. Mike Hoochie said that.
Tell him that I ain't hitting nobody. I ain't hitting nobody.
Hey, that boy, they said that boy light in the ass. That nigga go get that man a piece of bread and a protein shake.
I'm trying to lose weight, man. I'm too old to be that goddamn big.
You got to be real light if somebody call you out in the Oklahoma drill. Because that is a man on his man drill right there.
That's a CTE drill.
Yeah, yes, it is. All right. So I think that is it for what we kind of have in our pool. And then, of course, everybody, America's favorite, got to talk about it. Colorado +5, Baylor +9.
Colorado what?
Colorado +5, Baylor +9. Now, chat, let me go ahead and just, before we start this off, me, James Shipman, Primetime Ship, is not putting $1 on this game. I will be comfortably, whether I lose my money this week or win, I'll be comfortably watching this game. I'm not putting no money on this, but so Jalen want to talk about it. We'll give you some information. I do have some good stuff for this game if you want to bet on it. So Jalen, what you say? They said what you sipping on, Big Corn.
But hey,
oh my
American.
God.
I'm American.
Oh my God, Josh wears a red hat.
I'm still.
You did.
I'm still not sold. I'm still not sold on I'm not sold on Colorado.
So Jalen, when are we ever gonna be sold on them, bro?
They beat a bad Colorado State team, and they look good. It looked a certain way though. It looked good. They dominated the game.
Bad.
They dominated. I think you're getting a well-run operation coming from Baylor this weekend. Is this game at Colorado? Do they even?
It's at Colorado.
How many away games do they have? Like, do they ever play any games?
Bro. I feel like they be in Boulder half the damn season, man.
So, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay, we gotta go to Kansas. It's okay, Jim.
Yeah, they're definitely. Let's
Can't
see.
wait for them to go to Kansas.
Opponents' passing yards per game. So, one team, number one team in the country, which is crazy. Baylor is only allowing 73 yards in the air for the whole game. But they are above Tennessee.
Tell them about the run, though.
Okay, so they're number one against the pass. Okay. This is what I couldn't get. They are against the run. Baylor is, let's see, number 95 in the country, giving up 181.5. So they're number one against the pass and number 95 against the run. Hence the reason why I said I have no idea. But, guys, I do have one for you for a player prop. Travis Hunter under receiving yards. First of all, Prize Pick had Travis yards start at like 92. It went all the way up to 98. I was watching it. I was like, I'm about to take the under. As soon as I seen that, they had a taco. Anytime Prize Pick does like a taco or a discount on a player, it's always something fishy. Take the under on his regular line. So I just think, and I was thinking this before they even did that. I was like, they're not going to let Travis. If you have the number one pass defense in the country is like that for a reason, they're not going to let Travis Hunter get off on them. I think he'll have a solid game, but 100 yards, ooh, that's a lot, man, against a team that's ranked number one in pass defense. So what do you think, Jay? What do you have to say about rush defense, pass defense?
If Colorado, if these are legit coaches, they will go into this game running the football. They won't abandon the run. They will try to run the football. You can't get more clear cut than that. Number 1 in the country at passing defense, 95 in the country at rushing defense. You can't get more black and white than that, right? Like why would you set Shedeur and Travis? Why would you set him up? I'm not going to set my son up for failure. Like this is the best team he's going to face all year against the pass. I'm not going to set you up. We're going to run, but we know they're not going to do that. First play from scrimmage. If it was a bet, if Colorado's first drive, Shedeur will drop back.
It's gonna be a slant.
Shedeur will drop back. He will drop back, and he will attempt.
I'll tell you right now.
They're going to attempt to make an example out of Baylor with Shedeur to up his credibility, which I don't think. Yeah, but
if Shedeur don't throw for 300,
they're not winning.
They're not winning.
He's not winning.
First game where that rule don't matter.
95 yards, man. Like everything is telling you not to bet with the yardage. If you're doing prize picks, like he's not going over 300. Go under.
I was thinking the same thing, but I was like,
go under. Like,
well, that means. I mean, that's your answer right there. That means the Baylor's going to win, or this will be the first game in their Colorado history where he throws for 250 and Travis Hunter goes under and they win.
But they can't abandon the run the way they've been abandoning the run. I'm hoping that Deion got legit coaches back there, bro, and they were like, "Hey, Deion, we're going to run the ball." If Deion lets them run the ball,
bro, that shit is so fucking hilarious when people like fucking Deion. Because the team is Deion. It's like Deion just be doing dumb shit. So you can't.
Like, are you gonna let me run the ball? Are you gonna let me be offensive coordinator and game plan for a team that's terrible against the run?
I feel like the only way he goes over 300 if they incorporate the short passing to the running back, some screens, a lot of that stuff that they can like. I've never really seen him when he had Dylan Edwards. He would check it down.
Yeah,
I ain't really seen them check it down this year.
He doesn't have that pass catcher out the
Somebody said in the comments. Somebody said in the comments they got Shedeur's perfect timing song is the fight song with the band, but Deion refuted those. He refuted those claims. So if he did that, that's a clown show over there. Like, what are we doing?
No, man, the school did that shit, bro. It makes sense to play his song. It makes sense. Any other school would do it, I think.
Man, listen.
You feel we on?
All right, so Jalen, what are you taking? Are you taking Colorado to win the game? What's your? This is on you. Your shit's getting clipped up. So you better say leave it alone, or Colorado +5, or Baylor +9, or leave it alone.
Colorado. We right at 58 minutes. We about to wrap it up.
Colorado can win this game.
About to wrap it up.
They can win this game. Colorado has the tools to win this game. But here's the but. Here's the big but. They're not gonna do. But coaching wise, it's just the track history. I can't trust them.
I agree.
Baylor's gonna win this game.
Me and Josh said best case scenario. We picked Colorado to win the game. That was when we were going over best case scenario.
These were best case.
Best.
It's not best case scenario now because this is the number one passing defense in the country. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. If you're in the summertime.
Well, you know what? Let's do a little bit more research. Let's look. Who has Baylor played? Do they play run heavy team?
That's what I said. I said sometimes they're not.
But shit, you know the D coordinator better than anybody, bro. That head coach, bro. He runs.
Dave Aranda was on the team.
Okay, they
play Utah now.
They play Air Force and they play Tarleton State, and they should hold those guys to under 100 yards passing because one team doesn't pass the ball at all. Utah, and it's still averaging 95. I think that's impressive.
But look, here's the thing: Utah was putting belt to ass in the first half, and Cam Rising got hurt, and they didn't score a single point in the second half.
So is it a pseudo 95 yards again?
Here we go. We're gonna see this weekend.
We're gonna see this weekend.
It's just like you haven't played teams that pass the ball all game, right?
Okay.
Right?
It's going to not drop that boy back down 35 times.
You know what? You know what? I think Colorado can pull it off.
And I'm
Oh
going
my God.
Baylor money line.
Baylor,
Cool,
but
Baylor.
I think Colorado can pull it off, man.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that
Personally-
schedule that Baylor has played. I don't believe in it. Cam Rising down.
Who did
I don't believe
Baylor
that.
got the quarterback from?
I think that
Toledo
95
or
is
the-
the
I have
95
no
is.
idea.
Hey, if you put the light on that 95 yards, I think a two might pop up in front of it. I'm telling you, like, if you look at it, now that I'm looking at it, it's look what Chip say, it look funny in the light, man.
It looked funny in the light.
You look
All right.
funny in the light.
So, as we're wrapping it up, let's go over our favorite 6 picks or our favorite picks out of the ones that we picked. Okay, start from the top. Is Ohio State one of our locks? Minus 30. Is that one of our favorite out of the ones we picked? Minus 33.
For me, yes.
For me, yes. Or Jaylee, want to move on from that?
Move on.
Okay, so we won't put that. South Carolina minus 21.5. Well, 20.5.
It's
Yes.
2.5 now, yeah, yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Indiana minus 22 versus Charlotte.
Yes.
Yes, for me.
Yep. I'm looking at it. Yep.
Clemson minus 12. Miami minus 10.
Love them both.
Love them. I can't believe that Miami is that low.
Me too.
Mm.
Okay. Moving along. Fresno minus 6. And Ole Miss minus 29.
Love them both.
I would Josh. Fresno State has not let us down.
Okay. And if you had to pick, so this is where it's going to start getting. So right now, for everybody's favorite, we got Ole Miss, that's 1. Fresno, that's 2. Okay.
Mhm.
Got Miami at 3. Okay. We already said Indiana at 4. We said South Carolina at 5. We said Ohio State at 6. We only get 6. I'm still got more to go over. We picked from Tennessee money line, Texas 37.5, and Michigan plus 13, Notre Dame plus minus 21, Memphis minus 2.5.
I like the Notre Dame.
I don't like
Like
that.
Notre Dame.
I mean, Miami, Ohio, they should beat them by 21. Miami so cheats now. What happened? I don't think you're talking about the right Miami. We're not talking about Dolphins. Somebody in the comments, Sean Combs. That is not a good name to have right about now.
I don't know who that is.
That baby oil on deck.
That baby oil.
He can hit my DM. You can bet privately.
So y'all, Josh, you run me your 6 because it's
Miami, South Carolina, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Indiana, Ole Miss.
okay. Run me your 6, Taylor.
It's the same as Josh.
He said, talk about the Canes. It's been 30 years since they were relevant, but they're not cheats now, though.
Now.
We don't care,
not
bro.
Yeah,
We
we're talking about now.
We're
We're talking about now. Yeah, we don't care about
right
it, man. We're talking about now.
My $100 can go to Canes Connection
It's
regardless.
the same shit, same as Josh's. I think those.
Where's he at?
All right. So mine's is so all of y'all are good off of Memphis. Or y'all feel like that needs to be on any type of ticket?
Yeah,
I mean, I have it on the ticket, but I'm not gonna have it. I'm gonna sprinkle it in.
So
but I do think Memphis is playing with a little bit more intention.
I'll take that Michigan on there somewhere too.
So neither one of you said Tennessee. So for me,
Dang it.
I'm going Ole Miss, Tennessee, Michigan, Miami, Ohio State, and that's where in Indiana.
I like Chip 6. Type of that 6. I forgot about Tennessee, bro.
Yep, we're going.
Tennessee
So
is
for
a
shit,
lock.
yep, a lock. So Ohio State minus 30, 33 for me. Indiana minus 22 for me. Miami minus 10. Ole Miss minus 29. Tennessee money line, and Michigan plus 13. So that's 6 picks for my official. That is for my official ticket. That will be posted on. That will be posted on the Twitter page. Okay, and we'll do one more quick one. I'll put all of these as a lotto tickets if you want to mix and match. Next one, not using 3 of those teams your ticket. So you cannot use, since we're all going with mine, we cannot use 3 of those 6 teams. So you have Fresno left. You have Clemson left.
Fresno.
You have Miami left. I mean, you have James Madison in South Carolina and Penn State left.
Fresno, South Carolina. All right, James Franklin, Penn State.
Okay. Oh, yeah, in Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Texas.
Fresno, South Carolina, Texas.
So that's 3 new ones.
Fresno, South Carolina, Texas.
Notre Dame's open, available. Memphis is available.
Give me.
Or you can use. Or you can use this.
Give me Memphis and there's a new one right here. I'll take Vanderbilt with the point.
Ooh,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I take Vanderbilt.
I'm not mad at that. I am not
send me
mad at
that
that.
too. I like that one.
No,
Yeah,
I got you.
okay. I'm not mad at that at all. I am not. That's a lot of points, and I think Missouri is really good. But I don't.
27?
Think,
27
yeah,
points?
I don't think they get smoked like that.
Yeah.
I don't think they get smoked like
I'm
that.
telling you, that's one of them games. It's gonna go down. It's gonna go to the 4th. Now, what Vanderbilt does, can they hold on for all 4 quarters? That's another thing coming. But
yeah,
they got a good coach. Good
I don't mind
quarterback.
that. I don't mind that. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll put these tickets. I'll type them up and put them on our Twitter page. We told you all week. Coach Jay Frank, Cornelius. We told you all week to follow us. We'll be posting the pics on there probably later tonight or early this morning. FanDuel links. All the books pretty much have all these picks.
Yep.
So I appreciate everybody. We may or may not be set back Saturday morning, but we're always Mondays and Thursdays. So this week we'll make some money. We're gonna make some money.
Hey, and if you want to win big, put your money on the War Eagles.
Oh, don't you do that dumb shit. I'm hanging up.